Ayerscarpe, actual name Ayers, is a 5-star Lord Guard and personal bodyguard of Leonhardt during his catastrophe messenger missions. He's only available from headhunting in the global server, but will be available through recruitment under the tags Senior Operator, Melee, DPS, AoE, and Guard. For whatever reason, the Arknights toolbox also shows the male tag, which I don't really understand, but I think it's a mistranslation, or they legitimately allow you to filter ops by gender. Ayer has 1 year of combat experience, most likely coming from being the messenger bodyguard to Leonhardt. He stands at 173 centimeters tall, was born on the 25th of October in Rimbilliton, and is of the Countess race, most likely being a mini lop rabbit. In his archive files and promotion record, it's noted that Ayer was, as previously mentioned, the bodyguard to Leonhardt. Ayer's main job was to protect Leon during his investigation and assessments of catastrophes. Combined with Leon's smart, the pair rarely had any trouble, with Ayer mainly being there for company, to help carry things, and to listen to Leon's talking. Ayer's preferred method of bodyguarding is to eliminate the enemies, as the best defense is a good offense. Though his offense-based bodyguarding is risky, Ayer is well suited to it due to his combat skills and rapid reaction times, as well as his weapon. RT-01, as Rhodes Island has coined it, has no weapon or class similar to it, possibly leading it to being an experimental weapon. Ayer claims that he bought it in Rimbilliton's black market, which is abundant with resources due to the high turnover rate of mining companies within Rim. Ayer is fond of RT-01 and says it produces some slight noise from time to time, but no one else has heard it. Ayer and Leon have been friends since they were kids, with Leon taking jobs that require negotiation in minerals, while Ayer takes athletic jobs and ones that uncover things that no one has been able to do. The difference in the two friends' lifestyles is quite interesting, especially when it comes to money management. Leon spends like there's no tomorrow, while Ayer covers for him due to his more frugal money habits. This is due to Ayer wanting to be able to get something for Leon when he may not have the money to do so. The fourth archive file is a transcript of an unidentified surveillance recording. To sum it up, someone found a signal transmitter on Ayer's weapon. The transmitter is of Rhine Lab make, while the signal's final destination is in Ursus. One of the people in the recording hypothesizes that this Colombian weapon ended up in Rim due to Rhine Labs believing the weapon is a failed design. The Originum has leakage problems during conversion, the accuracy of the hovering blades is unsatisfactory, and it sometimes electrocutes the user. Thankfully, the transmitter is destroyed, meaning that Rhine Labs can't remotely take control of it and possibly cause bad things to happen. His promotion record is a certain file manager's evaluation of Ayer in the appendix of his file. The file manager finds him strange. For example, he has a habit of eating salted edamame, a nice snack, shell and all. The entire pod. He also thinks he runs on electricity to the point where he asks electricity-based ops like Gray, Passenger, Lazy, and Golden Glow if he can bum some electricity. Ayer is confirmed to be uninfected, having a cell originum assimilation of 0% and a blood originum crystal density of 0.07 parts per liter. Only scars and abdominal markings are visible on his body, while remnants of originum are visible on his organs, but at very low concentrations. A comment made by a not very polite medic is made, saying that Leon must be using his arts to protect Ayer, else he would have turned to ash long ago. In his character art drawn by Nori ZC, Ayer wears a double zipper black and white coat with ID badge on his chest, and a collar with a belt around it, black pants, black shoes with yellow tags on them, a transparent coat with short sleeves and the hood up, a single black glove on his right hand, which has an infection monitor on his wrist, and some device in his hand. a tag on his left ear, and piercings on his right, with that black lightning bolt being common in his outfit, typically on a zipper, and a large white gun case he has slung around his shoulders. He holds what I believe to be RT-01 in his left hand, which has a tag hanging off of it, and what appears to be 3 different blades, 2 at the end and 1 near his hand. In his voice lines, voiced by Yuki Kaji, who also voices Finian in Black Butler, Laia and Vastia in Fairy Tail, Walker Yumisaki in Durarara, Issei Hyodo in High School DxD, Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan, Clement in Pokemon XY, Yukine in Noragami, Kenma Kuzome in Haikyuu, Ayato Kirishima in Tokyo Ghoul, Melodius in Seven Deadly Sins, Takeshi Aiza in Your Lie in April, Speed of Sound Sonic in One Punch Man, Koichi Hirose in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable / Golden Wind, Phoenix Wright in Ace Attorney, Shoto Todoroki in MHA, Judo in Berserk, Jiritsu Kikai in Girls Last Tour, Hope Esteem in Final Fantasy XIII, Link in Hyrule Warriors, Vite in Grand Blue, and Jess Baptiste VI in No More Heroes. Air is quite strange, as the file manager correctly predicted. Also, holy crap, Air's VA is stacked with his roles.
何もかもうまくいった。おめでとうと言っておこう。なんだ。あんたか。なんでもない。寝転がって英気を養っていただけだ。ここで休みたいなら場所を空けるよ。最近、給料を間違えて多く支給してないか。昇進？ああ、そうか。わかった。感謝する。ドクター、体に帯びた電荷を素早く増やす方法を知らないか？電気を扱うオペレーターに聞け。確かに一理あるな。ちょっと聞いてくる。ライン生命のお偉いさんは、俺を見ると眉を潜めるんだ。まるで害獣に出くわしたみたいにな。一体いつ目をつけられたんだか。面倒だな。俺の耳が立っている？気にするな。ただ、電気が気持ちよくてな。しばらくすれば、元に戻るさ。こいつを買うために、2年分の貯金をはたいて借金まで背負ったんだ。こいつが値段以上の代物じゃなかったら、俺はとっくに闇市のコータス悪徳商人に最高戦に入れられて、どっかに飛ばされてたよ。今でも心地よい日々を過ごせているのは、この漏電する相棒のおかげさ。ああ、あんたか。塩漬けの冷やし枝豆だ。あんたも食べるか？いらない？あんたさ、こういう食べ物の良さを覚えてみたらどうだ？ほら、食べてみろ。俺がレオンハルトを守るのは、小さい頃からそうしてるからというだけだ。あいつが揉め事を起こして俺が収める。逆もまたしかりだ。だが俺とあんたは、そこまで長い付き合いじゃない。俺に絆創膏を貼ってくれたくらいで親しくなれるとは思うな。わかったか？前にも俺が同じことを言った？しまった。
At E2 level 80, with max trust, potential, and talent, Air has 2,420 HP, 771 attack, 375 defense, 0 resistance, a 66-second redeploy time, 17 DP cost, 2 block, and has an attack speed of 1.3 seconds. His range is the standard range of a Lord/Range Guard, that being the 2 tiles to his right and left, 2 tiles to his diagonal right and left, and the 3 tiles in front of him. It's like a penis. At max trust, he gets plus 75 attack. At max pot, he gets minus 2 DP, plus 25 attack, minus 4 seconds to redeploy, and a buff to his talent. His talent, Seek Aid, which is unlocked at E1 and fully upgraded at E2 Pot 4, gives air and allied ops and the surrounding 8 tiles around him plus 10 attack speed. Ayer has one base skill, with it being upgraded at E2. Clue Search Alpha is upgraded and replaced by Clue Search Beta. When Ayer is assigned to the reception room, plus 20% clue search speed. Ayer's first skill, Shrapnel Burst, gains SP from attack and is automatically triggered. All levels start with 0 SP, with level 7 needing 4 SP to proc and M3 needing 3. At level 7, Ayer's next attack deals 140% attack as arts damage, to up to 3 enemies within his range, and slows them for 1 second. At M3, it does the same, but it's 160% attack. At level 7, the next attack is raised to 1079. At M3, it's raised to 1234. His second skill, Activate Phase Blades, gains SP over time and is manually triggered. At level 7, it starts with 21 SP, needs 53 SP to proc, and lasts 21 seconds. At M3, it starts with 25, needs 50, and lasts for 25 seconds. At level 7, Ayer's attack range expands to include 2 extra tiles to the left and right of the second tile in front of him, and his damage changes to arts damage. Each attack deals an additional 130% arts damage to all enemies blocked by friendly ops in the 8 tiles surrounding Ayer, with the damage treated as a melee attack. I'm unsure if this also applies to Ayer, but we'll assume that it doesn't. At M3, it does all the same things as before, but instead it's 170% additional arts damage. At level 7, it's 1002 additional damage. At M3, it's 1311 additional damage. Ayerscarpe can be quite good if you're smart about your positioning and know what map you're going to be using him on. Ayer has the typical benefits of being a Lord Guard, namely having ranged attacks, allowing him to hide behind someone like a Defender or Centurion Guard while he chips away at enemies from range, and being able to hit aerial enemies, which allows him to assist snipers in taking down drones or hovering enemies. His talent boosts not only his own, but the ops in the surrounding 8 tiles' attack speed. His S1 can hit up to 3 targets while also slowing them, and his S2 essentially makes all ground ops deal more damage during the skill duration, with both skills doing arts damage. There are restrictions and caveats to these skills and his talents, however. As mentioned before, his talent only affects the 8 tiles surrounding where he was placed, meaning that if there's a certain op that you want to get that extra 8 to 10 attack speed, you're going to be shit out of luck. The same applies to a second skill, as well as really only being effective for ground ops, with that additional arts damage being given to ops in that 8 tile range, and even then it's only towards blocked enemies. There's also the Lord/Range Guard archetypal drawback, where that range damage is like 80% of his normal attack, meaning that if he goes to hit an enemy at range without a skill, it's doing 617 damage instead of 771. Can Ayerscarpe be a useful asset to your team? Yes, he absolutely can, especially in stages where you're huddled in a group and dealing with enemies who have high defense but low resistance, and potentially restrictions placed on arts damage dealers like casters and supporters. But he does face stiff competition from other Lord/Ranged Guards, specifically Lapland. Obviously, 6-star Lord/Ranged Guards are going to be better, and it's frankly unfair to compare Ayer to the likes of Silver Ash and Thorns, but Lapland is less situational than Ayer. Lapland is also able to deal arts damage with her S2, her S1 has infinite op time and a buff to her attack, and I believe her defense? And instead of a 1 second slow, which is only on Ayer's S1, she silences with all of her attacks, which is especially useful given the amount of Seaborn enemies recently, the Never See brand things, and enemies such as the explosive slugs. Overall, Ayer should have some consideration to be built, but realistically you won't be using them as much compared to Lapland, Silver Ash, and Thorns, so you may not even want to bother. But, end of the day, it's up to you. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Azure Lane and Girls Frontline videos as well. There will be a teaser out tomorrow for next week's character summaries.